Hello, YouTube. It's been a really long time. Uh, if anyone remembers me from back in the day, say hello. Uh, I apologize for my absence, but as you can probably tell already, uh, things didn't go well after I left YouTube. For anyone new, my name is Dustin, and I started making videos a long time ago on YouTube. I was 475 pounds when I first began, and I got down to 220, uh, all on my channel. Well, I think I started at like 360, um, and then what happened afterwards? Well, I have an eating disorder, binge eating disorder, and all the 250 plus pounds I lost, I did so while also nurturing that eating disorder. I allowed myself to have cheat meals once a week where I binged. And the rest of the week I would usually restrict my calories, sometimes drastically, like 1,300, when I should have probably been eating well over 2,000. Um, and it worked for losing weight, but life sometimes takes turns, and I got depressed, and my binge eating came back, and that made me more depressed. And I used the binging to cope with how disappointed I was in my life, and how things went. And that made me more depressed because my situation kept getting worse until I got to a point where I didn't really think I would ever find my way out. I didn't ever think I'd be making this video. I would even watch my other videos from the past and no longer be able to even relate to who I was seeing or what they were saying. Um, so I had pretty much lost all hope. And I still have this out of control eating disorder. I've got a friend that I met way back then on YouTube, named, well, his screen name is Shed for Life, and we have kept in touch because we live very similar lives. Our eating disorders are very similar, or maybe the exact same, and uh, they've led us to the same place. So we've always been able to relate with each other, and we've kept in contact all these years. Um, and for the most part, we both struggled. Uh, and then last June, Shed for Life decided that he was going to start doing well consistently, which was just way annoying for me because he forgot about me. He left me. He didn't leave me. He still made videos. I kind of left him because I didn't have anything to say. Um, but we stayed in contact, and then this January, early January, I decided to peep my head out of the hole after watching him do amazing things, things that I couldn't help but be inspired by, and encouraged by, and jealous of. So I finally realized that this was not going to be another thing where I hammer it out like I did last time, which took me over 3 years um, of just a constant struggle with myself. I realized that if I want to beat this thing, then I've got to really go to the root cause, which is the eating disorder, and my relationship with food. So with Shed for Life's help, uh, I am going to follow a plan that's tailored specifically for my eating disorder, and that requires there to be no flour, no sugar, and no starch. Which, when I learned about it, I thought, there's no way ever that this is going to work. Um, but I've kind of been moving towards it slowly, steadily, and it seems more doable now that I have a lot more food that's abstinent, as they call it. Um, and it's a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, and then you know your meats, proteins, eggs, stuff like that. And I'm really close to being switching completely over to it. I still have some food in the house to eat that has starch. I've gotten rid of all the sugar stuff. That went first. I'm probably, like a month out from being, hooked on sugar every meal. I get very little now, and soon it will be zero. But I am looking at it going, this time, is the last time. A lot of people have lost a lot of weight, and almost all of them have gained it back. Very few lose it and keep it off. And I think the reason is because it has to be a real fundamental change to your entire, lifestyle. And that's what I'm finally ready to do. I'm armed with the knowledge of 1,000 failures and a lot of victories as well. I think I know enough about myself to be able to steer clear of most of the pitfalls that come my way, and I always find myself at the bottom of. Uh, and this is going to take a long time, so I'm going to be here for a long time. This is just the beginning. Um, so I look forward to meeting all of you and to hearing your stories, to finding out what's been going on with the people that I used to know, and just learning about the struggles of the people I am to meet. I really look forward to it. I think that this is a great thing to do, where we can draw inspiration and strength and advice, and you know uh, just share the experience with other people. It feels less heavy, I think, when we all share. So I look forward to getting to know you all. This is something I used to do back in the day. Knuckle love. Just tap the screen right there. You'll feel a little tingle inside of your soul. It's all good stuff. Trust me. All right. I will see you all later, and it's good to be back.